Well, tonight on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, Democrat DA Alvin Bragg, the one that's been talked about with this Trump trial. There was some years ago with a woman by the name of Miya Ponsetto. They called her the Soho Karen. Now, the Soho Karen falsely accused a black teenager of stealing her cell phone at a hotel and had a hate crime charge scrubbed from her record Monday after making good on a plea deal that kept her out of prison. Yes, Alvin Bragg, he's supposed to be your brother, but yet he's making this kind of plea deal with Miya Ponsetto, right? Now, Miya Ponsetto entered a new plea to second-degree aggravated harassment, a misdemeanor, for attacking then 15-year-old Keon Harold Jr. after accusing him of snatching her iPhone in the infamous caught-on-camera incident at the Arlo Soho Hotel on December 26, 2020. Now, she came out of court, and let's go ahead and roll, how she came out of court.
Don't come on my way.
You happy this is over with?
Yeah, that's her coming out of court, literally getting away with what she had done. And then we all put that on Alvin Bragg, and I'll talk about him a little later. Now, of course, she cut the deal with, Alvin Bragg and the prosecutors in April 2022 when she pleaded guilty to unlawful imprisonment as a hate crime, a felony that would be wiped from her record if she completed counseling and avoided trouble with the law for 2 years. Now, prosecutors confirmed to Judge Laura Ward that Ponsetto had completed the terms of the deal Monday morning after they received the paperwork from her defense attorney, Paul D'Amelio. That says she would have faced up to 4 years in prison and had she failed to comply with the agreement. Now, Ponsetto was filmed by Harold's dad, jazz trumper Keon Harold, in a hotel lobby frantically telling the manager that the teen had stolen her phone, but Harold Sr. said that Ponsetto's phone had been returned to her by an Uber driver just minutes after the incident. Now, she has been sued by the Harold family over the incident, and the case remains in litigation. And so the judge extended an order of protection and ordered that Ponsetto had no communication with Harold Jr. and his father. Now, her attorney said, "I am pleased that Ms. Ponsetto will walk away from this incident with no criminal charges or conviction on her record." Her attorney said in a statement after the hearing, "In spite of my opinion, this matter was deliberately mischaracterized and mislabeled. I'm relieved that our firm successfully convinced New York County DA to forego any lasting damage to Miya." It said Ms. Ponsetto was unfairly put through a public ringer stemming from this mishap. Really? But that's what he's supposed to say. That's her attorney. It said Miya was extremely relieved by this resolution and looking forward to resuming her life in California with her family and loved ones. So basically all that she done almost 4 years ago, wiped off her record. She got a clean slate. Now, let's say this. What is the point of black politicians being in power and we have no defense? See, so when they tell y'all, hey, we got to get more black politicians. And hey, the Democrats, they're going to put black people, in these positions of power, right? And then every time these black politicians get in positions of power and it's time to actually do something for black people, he could have made an example out of her. He chose not to do that. Oh, let me give her a chance to wipe her slate clean. When it comes to voting, ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand the Democrats are not our friends. When it comes to voting, the Republicans are not our friends. We have to be independent, and we have to have them compete for our vote, for one. And if we're going to vote for any person, we don't vote party, we vote politician. We vote policy as well, period. We don't straight ticket vote anything. No more straight ticket voting. It's your responsibility before you go vote, if you choose to get online, find out who's going to be on the ballot in the election in your area. You can take at least hour of your time, research every candidate and see what they're offering. If they offer nothing, then don't vote for no one of them. If one person's offering something, then you vote for them. You do not have to vote for people on a ticket if you choose not to. But always look into who's on the ballot and what they're offering. Now, we know just about most of these politicians is not going to specifically say something for black people unless we force them to. We're slowly getting there, slowly but surely. We're getting there. But people like Alvin Bragg, Fani Willis, those people like that. Look at Fani Willis. Oh, she's just going after black people all day long over there. She's doing all kind of things that she didn't even really have to do. But then when they find out about Fani, she got a lot of her hand in the cookie jar, all kind of places. You know, so I guess shout out to Fani. You can have a relationship with a man, but you don't put your boo thing on the city payroll and talking about prosecuting the case against Trump and thinking his people not gonna find out. Like, come on now. I mean, that was so amateur, Fani. But Alvin Bragg isn't doing anything about crime, period. But that was a case to make an example out of her, and he chose not to. We would say, well, she made a deal and she completed the terms of the deal. She didn't get in trouble. Man, forget that. Forget that. If you want to deter people from falsely accusing black people, then you make an example out of them. There's been many black men, boys, that have had great harm come to them by females like Miya lying. There's been a long history of that in this country. So for that alone, she should have had some sort of jail time, something. I'm not saying give her the doggone maximum, but put it in, let her do something. That way it'll send a message that you can't lie like that. Because that's dangerous. That is so dangerous what she did back in that, in 2020. But that's your Democrat representation, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, what else do you expect? What else do you expect from them? And I know some of you say, what about the Republicans? You don't vote for Republicans, so stop bringing them up. You vote for Democrats. And the people you vote for don't do nothing to protect you.